I got my blood tested from Inside Tracker because I really wanted to know what was going on inside my body. And unfortunately, I found out that my iron and my ferritin levels were extremely low. And I really wasn't surprised by this result because many female athletes have a lot of trouble keeping their iron levels high. So Coach Morgan here with you today with a big shout out to Inside Tracker for sponsoring today's video. Now, why do I even care about iron? So my iron levels were low. What does that even mean? Our bodies really need iron to perform a lot of vital functions. For example, iron is the key component in hemoglobin, which allows red blood cells to transport oxygen throughout our entire body. And as an athlete, we really need oxygen to be carried quickly and effectively for our best performance. Not only that, but it helps to synthesize protein, maintain the health of our hair and skin, helps to fight off infection, and helps create energy. So yeah, I'd say all those things are pretty important, not only as an athlete or a runner, but as just like a human in general. Now, I do want to talk about why for females specifically, it is a lot more common to have those low iron levels. But first, I want to go over what are some of the symptoms of low iron and how can we tell if maybe I am iron deficient. Low iron levels can leave you feeling weak and tired, a lot of mental fog, and you're gonna have a weakened immune system. And unfortunately, those symptoms are really normalized for athletes, especially female athletes. I know my husband's telling me, you know, you're always tired, and I just kind of associated it with I'm an athlete. So that's really why I wanted to take this test. I wanted a definitive answer. I wanted to know what was wrong and what I could be doing better as a female athlete to better myself and improve my performance. It is recommended that men ages 19 to 50 take in 8 milligrams of iron per day, just 8. And for premenopausal women, it's almost double that. It is 18 milligrams of iron per day. And postmenopausal women need actually the same as men, so it is recommended they take in that 8 milligrams of iron per day. For me, being a female married to a man, I see where there can be a little bit of struggle here because we eat a lot of our meals together, so we're taking in the same nutrients, and my husband isn't low on iron, but I am. So I need to make these changes to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and my body. As athletes, our bodies lose a lot of iron through intense training periods, through running, sweating, and after really hard workouts. So you really need to watch your iron intake so that's corresponding with the levels of intensity that you're performing. And for those premenopausal women, we are actually at a greater risk for iron loss because we're losing all that hemoglobin when we menstruate, which makes us 3 times more likely to be anemic than non-athletic women. One of the great things about Inside Tracker is that they didn't just hand me my results and say, hey, you're low on iron. Good luck fixing that. I have tons of information here on how to raise my iron levels. And it's super easy to track because I have it all in the Inside Tracker app. And one of the biggest things they told me to do is eat more beans because most beans are a great source of fiber, iron, and protein. I personally love me a good daily smoothie. So I am packing that thing with pumpkin seeds, extra spinach, and cacao because those are all really good sources of iron. And it's really easy for me to just blend it all up and take it in. And I wish it was just that easy to just add in more foods that have iron in them. Because unfortunately, things like caffeine, coffees, teas, and dairy products inhibit that iron absorption. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to add some milk into my smoothies, or I'm gonna have a lot of beans, but I'm gonna put cheese on top. You're trying, but you're not quite there. You're not gonna get that real iron absorption that we need. But good news is there's ways that you can actually help to maximize that iron absorption. So adding in things with vitamin C. So I now take my daily iron pill on an empty stomach first thing as I wake up with a glass of orange juice to really ensure that I am maximizing that iron. So with my beans, I'm adding some lemon juice and some bell peppers to really help with that absorption. And I'm trying to choose some red meat options more often than not. For me, generally, I am an evening runner. I don't tend to work out first thing in the morning, which is actually helpful because that's when I take my iron pills is early in the morning when I first wake up on the empty stomach, because iron supplements should be taken a few hours before engaging in a physical activity to really help optimize that absorption. And yes, I know there's like a lot of rules that go around this and I just feel like it's not talked about enough. So that's why I wanted to make this video and give you all this information that, yeah, I am learning right here alongside you. As not only a female, but an athlete, taking a closer look at how our bodies change throughout our cycle is an incredibly helpful tool. And once we can really understand what's going on inside our bodies, then we can set ourselves up for success. So if you want to give Inside Tracker a shot, check the link down in the description below. We'll give you a little bit of a discount so you can check out any of those plans. And Coach Holly and I actually made a video all around training around your menstrual cycle. Check it out here if you really want to make sure that you are getting the most out of your training. I'll see you guys in there.